Alright, let's get this video done. It's hard to get peace around here, ladies and gentlemen. Freaking Buddy the cat wants to be a bugaboo. Check this out. I hope you enjoyed that cinematic footage. I mean, it was freaking cool getting all the good camera angles, splicing that baby together. I tried to get out there and get some fishing footage, you know, so that it would go from that to some fishing footage showing you this on the water, but just time has not been on my side with the weather, and it still gets dark. Today was like freaking 40-mile-per-hour winds. But check this sucker out. Enough of that nonsense. Look at the beauty and the beast of this sucker right here. This is the Daiwa Tatula XT. It is $9.99, $100 rod. When you look at this, like the reel seat and everything like that, and the rod itself with the Fuji K guides, you're like, man, it looks so expensive. Even has like a little carbon fiber up in here. It's a very nice, aesthetically pleasing looking rod. This is 6.5 foot. As you can see, the reel seat comes off, which then leaves you with still a one-piece rod. It's actually one piece. There is a two-piece version of this that will actually come apart deeper. Well, in the middle of the rod blank here is a two-piece section. So if you want the one that's in my hand, the one piece, you're going to look for this right here, the 651. The 651, the 652 is going to be the two-piece, if that's what you prefer, that comes apart up here. But very awesome rod. This got some stuff going on with it. So I got some notes here, somewhere, over here. As you see, I wrote it all down because there's a lot to go through. So it's got the Fuji aluminum oxide guides. They are diamond polished to an ultra smooth finish. And another thing is right here, this is it. It is a new slim O-ring deep press concept frames, as you can see. So when it's deep pressed, they're able to get more glue on a sucker. I watched a video. They said that they were able to make these guides thinner and harder, and they're able to deep press them in there, which then allows them to put more resin to keep the guide from falling out. So I thought that was pretty cool information. I geek out on all of that kind of stuff there. I look up some of the stupidest stuff sometimes. But let's talk about the HVC, not the HPV. It's the HVC. It stands for high volume fiber. And that's what the reel's made, of carbon fiber. So what we got here is the high volume fiber combines precise resin control with unidirectional graphite fibers to produce a blank with maximum graphite density, making it incredibly light and responsive. So it is very light. As you can see, I'm like whipping this thing around like nothing. And you know, it feels pretty responsive. I was able to fill the little bit of lures that I was throwing with it. I'm sure there's other rods out there that you could freaking fill a little paddle tail kick, you know, but for $100, this is a very nice rod, very clean looking. I would never think that this rod costs $100. I would guess like around 150, 160, just from the look of it. And so it's got that going on. Got the nice high volume fibers. And then this is pretty important right here, the X45. This is the cool part right here because it gets no rod twists. Because I have a 13 Fishing Defy Black, and it's a nice little budget rod, like 50, 60 bucks at Dick's Sporting Goods. And I have a medium action. When I set the hook, you can feel the rod, the blank, twist. And sometimes when that happens, a lot of times you got to pull up to set that hook, and all of a sudden you're like, and getting yanked down to the ground because that twist just kind of changes the direction of your hook set. Now this with the 45X, this is what they're talking about here. It says developed to eliminate blank twist and increase power, which is true because if you don't have a twist, you're getting straight power any which way you pull it. It features a bias wrapped instruction left to right and a 45-degree carbine weave, eliminating twists and preventing the blank from losing its round form. The elimination of twist allows for a lighter, stronger, and more powerful and sensitive rod. And that is true because I have the Daiwa Tatula the middle grade one. It has the cork handles, and I fished that all last year, and it's nice. Any which way you pull it, you're getting a straight response. You know, it bends that way. It doesn't bend and twist, you know. Like, you don't lose any power with that rod. It's very responsive, very lightweight, very awesome. And so that's all I got to say about this rod. Hopefully I didn't leave nothing out. It's a 6.5 foot. The lure rating is 1/16 to 3/8 ounce. Has high density EVA foam. The next model up is where you get the cork, and then they have the elite one. Now, let's talk about this reel right here. This reel is freaking awesome. It's very smooth. It's an SV, has a little mini T-wing system. I showed you a lot about the specs in the, little beginning, the cinematic intro with this. So, I didn't really leave too much for me to talk about with the reel. But one thing I can say is this reel is more designed for like a power finesse applications. You're not going to throw trout magnets on this. It just wouldn't work, There's other reels that have more shallower spools. This spool here is able to take 20 to 30 pound braid on it. So a lot of times, a lot of your bait finesse stuff, you put a 30 pound braid and you set the hook, you're going to bend the spool right out. But this spool is able to withstand all the tough, hard hook sets. This reel has the hyper housing right here on the side plate here. This is all metal. The only plastic on this reel is this side plate right here. But everything is metal here. Little T-wing. Has a hyperdrive digi-gear in here. Very nice. One thing it doesn't have is a drag system. It doesn't have a drag clicker is what I meant to say. As you can see, no clicks. But what I do have here next to me that I ordered, that it's been sitting around for a little while now, is, what is this, Sagisi? It's a Sagisi drag clicker, and as you see, it has a little detent in the bag. I'm not going to take this out, but we're going to install this sucker in this reel and have a nice drag clicker. And my plans with this rod right here is to go for, bass, walleye, perch, whatever wants a bite. I don't discriminate. I love them all, But I got a Tackle Warehouse unboxing that I haven't did yet. But you believe that? Somebody put this on my car the other day. It says, hey, you suck at parking, seriously. Even a 5-year-old knows how to stay inside the lines. Learn to park, really. Limit it. 1 space per car. Freaking jerk. Who's going to disrespect the nil bone like that? You know what I say to my face, punk. Alright, but anyway, where is it at? How am I losing stuff? Oh. Like right here we have a 3/32 ounce decoy hook at number 3. Little finesse jigs here. Look at this sucker. Let's see. This is a nice one right here. I'm going to show you guys a little something. But I'm telling you, we're going to get these videos going, man. I'm like, damn, man, I just had 2 videos and then we went freaking dead for a little bit. I didn't mean for it to be that way. But look at that sucker, a little tungsten head there. We're going to be throwing stuff like this on this rod. Little jerk baits, drop shots, Ned baits, wacky rigs. Whatever we could throw. Little liplesses, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of fun. You're going to see this set up a lot this year. And the best part is, I haven't even shown you the best part yet. Check this sucker out. A lot of this stuff I've been sitting on for a while, getting ready to make a video on it. But, life sometimes throws some curveballs. Ah, you mother. Picked this up Black Friday for $12. It's an M1 handling. This also has a nice Fuji guides, even a K guides too. How about that? This is a 2-piece though. This is how the other version of the Daiwa rod would be. The 2-piece. It would go like this. There we go. Yeah, I got this sucker for $12 on Black Friday. Now it's up to like $32 or something like that. Very nice. That's a 6/8 medium light extra fast. But you may have seen on Tackle Warehouse, I want to say it was around Black Friday time, they had a Phoenix rods were on sale for a pretty good price. Now, I believe this is the Phoenix feather. I have no doubt about that. But I believe the price of this rod was $160 or maybe $130, but it was on sale for $105. And this thing is so freaking light. Let me see. This is rated for 1/8 ounce to 3/8 ounce. I got this for BFS stuff. This is a 7-foot rod. And I could hold the 7-foot rod, probably pinch it from the side like that with 2 fingers. 7 foot out. I mean, this thing is so freaking light right here. I'm excited for this. This is going to have a lot of great feedback. And what's really cool is they make their own reel seeds here. This reel seed is made from carbon fiber. So light. This rod is freaking amazingly light. I never felt a rod this light. There is another rod that I have that's actually pretty light that, you know, people might kind of crap on, but the Guggen Gold rod, that one's pretty light. But this one is by far the lightest rod that I own right here. But the reel seed is awesome right here. Carbon fiber, they have like a little hook hanger in there. The Phoenix feather. Very nice guides. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guides. And guide placement, you might wonder, hey, does it matter? Like, what's the difference between 8 guides and 10 guides or 8 guides and 11 guides? The more you have guides, it creates less hot spots on your rod. So, when you're fighting a fish, let me get this sucker out. I think I might have ADD because I do get distracted a lot. I kind of forget what the heck I'm doing sometimes. But I'm telling you about these guides here. But hopefully I'm not like losing your interest. But with these guides, you never really want your line to touch the rod. You know, that's considered a hot spot. So if the line's touching the guides, as you can see, let me try to hold this still. So right here on a bend, this line will rub here a little bit. Rubs there, but it never goes past the rod. Some rods have very few guides, and then when there's a bend in a rod, the line comes down underneath the rod like that, underneath the guides, and that's trashy. You don't want that. So guide placement is very important. You know, it gives you a better fight, cleaner, better for the rod, better action, better sensitivity, a better experience. So that's why sometimes these higher end rods you pay more for. There's a lot of times, you know, there is budget gear and mid-grade gear and high-end gear, which I don't own any high-end gear. I feel like that one rod I just showed you is pretty high-end. Most people's mid-range is my high-end, you know. I don't really go past that, but really awesome stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't want to keep this going on for too long. I will put in the drag clicker, so maybe I'll add that in at the end if you want to watch it. If you don't, the video's going to end here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, peace out. Alright, here we go. So, we got the reel. Brother got me this for Christmas, a nice gear wrench set, because I actually did my first water pump in a car, and the tools I had sucked, you know, so he got me this nice gear wrench. It's like a 90-tooth turn or whatever. It's a pretty nice set, but in here, this is some of the stuff that I haven't showed you guys yet. Some of the stuff that I got from like AliExpress. It got a lot of cool stuff on there, baits and stuff, but actually I'm digging in here because I actually got a crap ton of hooks, different hooks, but here it is. I got this carbon fiber tool right here, and what this does is it prevents your nut from getting all scratched up and stuff like that. We'll put this on, so we're gonna need this for sure. Let's get this out the way. This will be for a different video, and I'll probably speed some of this up, explain a little bit as I'm taking apart. I've never taken this reel apart yet, but there is something really cool about this reel. Let me show you. Let's take this off. Whatever you do, it's always nice to have some kind of mat to work on, you know, something to keep, you know, like a piece of cardboard or this rubber mat here, something to keep all your hardware together. But what's cool about this reel is I love this right here. There's no screws on the outside. It's all in the inside, and it's all Allen keys, which is awesome because you don't have to worry about stripping anything out. So it looks like there may be 3 or 4 on here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 of them. One's gonna have to go right through that hole there, an Allen key. And I'm pretty sure I got some Allen keys, so I'll be back. See what we got up into the mystery mousket tools. See, look at this sucker. It's got, this was one of the better reviewed ratchet sets for working on cars because they give you tools that are actually useful that you would need, like the metrics and stuff like that. You know, you got some beautiful sockets up in here, the deep sockets. You got a lot of cool stuff. I mean, look at all these Allen keys and stuff. Got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, see, yeah, 90 tooth turn, which is nice because when you're in tight spots, it goes. You can work in tight spots. So I'm gonna figure out which one it is and get to it. There we go, Allen key size 2.5. All right, so there we go. Beautiful. We got our tools here. This looked like it was a Phillips head, but it wasn't. It's a flathead. Get that in there. And screw that puppy. And reels are not hard to take apart. Once you take apart one, you'll know how to take apart the others, you know. You just be very careful. If it's a reel, I mean, a lot of times there's usually always videos on YouTube. I haven't looked for this one, but if I run into any trouble, I for sure will look on YouTube myself. If there's not a reel on YouTube, if you're taking part of a reel that may not be on YouTube, take pictures. That's how I first learned. I was just taking pictures as I go. What I do is I always set my stuff up. Like this is the first thing I took off. Second thing, and I just go in that order. Now we have this carbon fiber wrench here. And hopefully it fits. Oh yeah, it does. I mean, it's all a little loose, but it's not doing nothing. It should be able to come off. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna hold this down just so nothing jumps out on me. Usually there's a little washer underneath here. There we go. Put that sucker there. Hold this drag star. Make sure it's not spring loaded. See, is there a washer? Yep, a washer underneath there. We're gonna keep that sucker there. Sometimes some drag stars will have the little clicking detent in it. Nope, it's just plain Jane. Pretty light. There we go. We got the little drag, or the little spring. So I'm gonna stand this upright like this. Keep that in there. So it goes back on the same way. Is this plastic? Yeah, that part might be plastic. I'm gonna face this up. Let's check and see if maybe that was hollow. Sometimes they'll hollow that out to make it lighter. Put that up like that. So everything's just doop, doop, doop. These washers are important right here. I mean, everything's important, but I always like to check the way. So yeah, you want them to bow like this. You see how it opens up? Boop, boop, boop. They gotta flare out like butterfly wings. Go right through here. See, it's nice and snug, not loose, nice and snug. Let's loosen that baby up. So what I usually do is draw the reel on a piece of paper, because sometimes you get a screw that's longer than the other. Like this one, I'm not sure if they're all the same length. Oh,
But I got this one at the top, so in the circle I'm gonna put this and pretend this is real. That was a top screw over this direction. So they all go back in the right spots. And then we got this guy. Yeah, these screws are so much nicer than the Phillips head screw that most reels come with. It's almost out. It's loose. That there. And then where's the other one? Up toward the front. Yeah, this is nice because you don't slip off and scratch your reel. It'd actually be cool to get different color screws. Maybe I could go to like a RC car place like a Hobby Lobby or something, see if they have some different color, like some cool freaking purple or pink screws or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, I think we should be good. Possibly. Let's see. Alright, keep this upright. Yep, just the same as any other reel. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, that's a zero adjust knob. I wonder if that changes things. I guess it shouldn't. See, there's that washer. Very important. That kind of seals the bearing there. Keep that there. Don't want to lose these springs here. They're important when you hit the gauge. When you hit this, they pop up. Alright, let's put that back. Alright, pull this dude off. So then we go dupe. Dupe. So you got another drag washer there. Let's put that back there. Alright, I'll be back. I'm going to go clean this up. I'm going to take this off. And I'll be back. Going to go wash this sucker. Alright, well that's pretty cool. I don't know why they didn't just send a picture of this printed up, but maybe there's a lot of pages. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to have to read this and see what's going on here. Oh, look at that. 2.5, yeah. That was the Allen key wrench we used. Alright, just wanted to show you that. Pretty cool. Alright, this seems pretty easy. So, what they're saying is I took some some dish soap, degreaser, and clean this sucker up. They recommend some alcohol, which we got some 91% isopropyl, however you pronounce it. I used to be in a speech class when I was a kid. So some big words really get me still, you know? Making up some crazy words in this world. So what they say is you want to put a little bit of super glue on these spots. So I'm going to clean up right across from one another. Right there. Right there without getting any cotton swab on the reel here. And they recommend super glue. But I'm not going to use super glue. I'm going to use this stuff right here, the T7000. Has a very nice, I mean, look at that. You could really get very precise with the glue. I had to repair a Samsung Galaxy, my old phone, the S21 Ultra. The one that went in the water and got water damage. Well, the battery just got messed up, so I replaced the battery, and I had to pull off the back cover. And I hooked my mom up with it. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I got the parts, though. What are we doing here? Let me look at this stuff before I put glue on. I believe this stuff dries on contact, basically. So I know I have everything. We don't need to get that out yet. So this ring, they don't want you to place it in there until you're actually, like, ready to put it in. I think it's the same way. This side's more flatter, so this seems like it would be better off going down. Alright. Alright, I mean, it seems like it's gonna fit. There we go. I don't know. I gotta hurry up because this stuff does dry fast. Man, I hope that... Oh, did I put it in wrong? Why does it seem like it's not going in? Huh? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I didn't say make sure one side's up higher than the other. I think that's it. Is this thing level? I don't know. It won't push in anymore. I don't know if this side was thinner. It might have been. Damn. I don't know if I messed it up. You know, we're gonna try it. Let me see. I would think this would have to be as flat as that. You know what? Hold on. Maybe not though. Maybe. Just maybe when this is in, it'll sit on top of that. Let's see. This might bring it up a level. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. So, we're good. This sucker here shouldn't be spinning or anything like that. It should be good enough. Alright, now we need this sucker here. Alright, came out. Put the spring up in there. Put the little detent up in there. And let's see. See how this is sounding. Sounds good. Alright, let's get this sucker back together. Alright, I was looking high and low for this sucker here, because, man, I thought it was a bigger tube. I'm looking for like a bigger tube. Overlooked it. This grease right here is very good grease. I'll tell you what, I was using a Walmart kit that comes with the grease, oil, and I had to grease up my reels quite a bit. But with this stuff here, I mean, it's really good stuff. I'm just put a little bit on this washer. Rub it in with my fingers here. Just to get a little bit of grease on there. So it ain't so dry. There we go. Put that up in there. Boop. Slide that sucker there. Let's get this sucker on there. Yeah, so we no longer need this, but we're going to save that because you don't want to just get rid of it. Yeah, this is good grease right here. My reels are so smooth because of this grease. It doesn't run away or end up in a glob at the bottom of your reel. Really lubricates everything good. Alright, that's it. Make sure this part's in right there. Easy peasy. Guess we gotta watch out for that little stick part. Gotta make sure that lines up in there. Right in that little hollow hole. Just like that. That's simple. Now we put this sucker back together and we should have some drag clicking action. right, just want to say thank you very much if you made it to the end of the video. Here's a moment we all been waiting for. This Geesey drag clicker. All right. I think it sounds pretty good. Yeah, you can fine tune it. I mean, it's good, it's quiet, it's not super loud, but it's enough to know what's going on with the fish. I think it's a pretty good high quality drag clicker. So, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way this far, I really appreciate it. And till next time, peace out.